in the kingdom, right?
I would encourage people to partner with you because it's like saying, I want to help out in my local area, wherever you live, or
Sure.
in an inner city, wherever you live. How are you going to do that if you don't go and be a part of that, right?
Yeah,
And so if I want to help the homeless, where do you go? You go to a homeless shelter.
correct.
I want to help people in a cancer have cancer. You go to the cancer facility. That's what you're doing.
Yeah,
I want to help these young men deliver the gospel, stay encouraged, and witness to other people.
100%. Yeah,
How are you going to do that? Since they can't come to you, you're going to go to them.
yeah.
And I think that's beautiful.
Well, and we do too. And so Wendy, some of your guys have now left Haiti.
Yes,
They've gone to Canada.
yes.
They've gone, what other, United States?
I've got United States, Canada, and one of them's over in Europe of all the crazy
Okay.
things.
So just to think about the ministry that still can be done in
Yes,
the United States, in Europe, in Canada, and to think that that came from something that you and your husband started, worked with, and then we had the opportunity to work together with that, do training there. Um, now,
absolutely. And I would
it,
say that the churches that we were partnering with, as they got to know Wise and understood what your core values were,
yeah,
was really a benefit for us.
for sure.
Because
Yeah,
if I said we were working on a clinic or we needed to raise money for a vacation Bible school or a feeding program, the fact that we partnered with Wise and our leaders came from there was a huge plus for us because they knew exactly what those young men and women had learned and where their hearts were.
for
So,
sure, for sure. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about our new model. You know,
okay.
going into going into the different countries, coming alongside the pastors, the churches, things like that. Haiti's it's really really tough time. We have a trip coming up next month. We're doing this interview right now, November 2025, December 2025.
Yes,
We're going to be in Haiti. And one of the things that we talked about earlier was you're going to be getting in contact with some of the graduates, some of your
yes.
to try to all get back up to the spot where we're doing
Where you're doing the,
our retreat.
yep.
What just how do you feel like that's going to come across to the Haitians there?
Well, I just think um, they feel forgotten. I got an email from a young man just 2 nights ago that doesn't work for me, but he was part of an organization that we were partnering with down there,
Yeah,
and he was just so despondent. He's just in a trapped area, and he said, "I just have lost all hope for my family." And so to say that somebody's coming says, "I see you,"
yeah,
and man, think about how that feels for you personally when maybe you haven't shared something that's going on in your life for somebody just to stop and you know that they see you.
for sure.
And so that to me is going to be not just an encouragement, but I believe it will create that fire inside of them. Um, that's huge
Yeah,
for somebody to say, I'm leaving my comfort and I'm coming to be with you.
yeah,
And that's what 2x2 is. They went
yeah,
out together 2x2, and that's really what Luke 101 is about. Um, it will mean everything. Yes, they'll grow, you'll educate them, but I think spiritually and emotionally, it'll be a major boost for them.
for sure.
Um,
We're excited about it.
I'm excited. I wish I was going.
Yeah, and I wish I was able to be
Yeah.
there too, but it'll be a lot of fun. So some of your Timothy's I've met,
Yes.
some of them I have not. I've interacted with, and whether it be Zoom or social
Yep.
media or whatever the case may be. But there are a lot of good stories from you guys that we've had the opportunity to be a part of, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And
They're so
trusting us.
creative. Oh, yes, they're so creative. And, logistically getting to where you're doing the retreat is going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
But do you know, not one of them asked me, hey, did you know that they were coming to do a retreat? Is there any way you could help us get there? I heard about it here at ICOM and immediately began texting them and was like, why didn't you ask? That shows the heart.
Yeah.
Because they're so focused on the people that they're ministering to that they would never ask for that money to come out of whatever it is that they're doing
Sure.
for them. These young men are so sacrificial.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to do something simple like send them to a retreat,
Yeah. And that'll be awesome. And
yes.
one thing that I feel like is hard for us is to keep track of, not I shouldn't say keep track of our graduates, but making sure that the community's there. And they go to school with people from whether it be Barbados, St.
Yeah.
Vincent, St. Lucia,
Jamaica.
Trinidad, Jamaica, Haiti. I mean, and we can keep going. All right. I'll be in Guyana beginning of next year. Right.
Wonderful.
And we have so many graduates from Guyana as well. But it's hard to have that community many times. And in ministry, we get lost in ministry. And so I think some of these retreats will be very beneficial to get back to community and be able to get back and see each other that many times we've lost track of. So it'd be great.
Well, this is what you created at Wise wasn't just an educational institution, it was a family.
Yes.
That's the way those young men and women feel.
Yeah.
And so this is like a homecoming for them. For you to
100%.
come back and join with them, it's going to be like a homecoming.
Absolutely.
Be like Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've eaten so much candy here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat for Thanksgiving. But Wendy, we appreciate all the work you guys have done for Wise, and I know that you've done it for the kingdom. But there have been so many great people that you all have sent from Haiti,
Well,
and
we were just
thankful
thrilled
for
that the doors were open for them, and
Amen.
we're excited about what you're doing. I
Yeah.
can't wait to partner more in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thanks for sitting down, Wendy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.